So Miyoho, the developers behind Genshin Impact, have revealed a lot of information since my last video on the game. Today I aim to, I guess, kind of cover as much of this information as I can and condense it into as digestible a format as possible. Yeah, I am going ahead here and I'm doing all the work for you. You're welcome. Okay, let's start this off with the most important announcement first. Genshin Impact is confirmed to be releasing this year in 2020. They held closed beta registrations until March 2020, where they've since closed applications. While the game was initially scheduled to be launching in spring 2020, it seems to have been delayed. Closed beta is expected to happen very soon, with the full release of the game coming out later this year at a currently undisclosed time. Specifics are currently unknown, but when the closed beta is over, we'll have a much more accurate time frame. Now, while the game will feature several different dubs for the game upon release, they have singled out and focused on their Japanese voice cast currently. And I'll admit, I am genuinely pleasantly surprised. The entire main cast of characters are going to be voiced over by quite a talented selection of voice actors. These are some of the voices behind your favorite anime series, and I cannot wait to hear them in action. The game is scheduled to release globally, not just in Japanese. However, from what I've gathered, it doesn't really seem like there'll be an English dub for the game, or at the very least, I don't think they have plans for one yet. And I'm gonna be honest here, I know a lot of you guys are okay with that because sub watchers of anime outnumber dub watchers of anime quite significantly. Genshin Impact was announced to be releasing initially on PlayStation 4, PC, iOS, and Android devices. However, as of the middle of January 2020, it was confirmed that the game would also be heading to the Switch, which brings the confirmed platforms up to pretty much everything except for the Xbox. But then, especially with regards to the focus on the Japanese voice cast, the Xbox is not really very popular over in Japan or China for that matter. Then each month they have slowly released background info on each of the main characters found throughout the game. And yeah, I did say main characters, as in playable characters. In case you guys weren't aware, Genshin Impact is an online multiplayer RPG allowing cooperative play between several players at once. But the game is very doable solo, and when playing solo, you go out into the world with the selection of characters with which you can swap between and utilize. Now, let me give you guys a little rundown of who these characters are. So far, we have Jean, the Master of the Knights. Then we have the perky Knight Amber, the witch in charge of the Knight's Library, Lisa. Kaya, Jean's trusted aide. Barbara, the Knight's very own shining starlet. Diluc, the Bill Gates of Genshin Impact. Razor, the orphan raised by wolves. Venti, the last airbender. Klee, a younger knight. Honestly, I'm not sure why she's a knight. Maybe her parents should speak to Jean about that. I don't know. That's just me. Xiao, known as the Guardian Yaksha. And finally, most recently, Baido, a pirate queen, I think is what she's referred to as. Now, this is not every character that you're going to be able to play as, but it is every character that has been officially confirmed as of March 2020. Each character has their own unique combat style with their own unique strengths and weaknesses. They have their own weapons, their own elemental affinities, and are useful in different ways. Building your party and knowing who to swap to depending on the situation is crucial to your success. You're going to have a lot of characters to utilize, and you're going to want to make sure that you know what each of their specialties are. Then at the end of February, MiHoYo released a full 12-minute gameplay video showcasing a lot of the game from the perspective of multiple different characters. The combat is looking as crisp as ever, and well, yeah, I know that every time I do a Genshin Impact video, people claim that it's nothing but a Breath of the Wild clone. I can't help but think that this game, especially on PC, is both going to look and play absolutely incredibly. Seriously, you cannot look at gameplay from this game and say that it looks bad. I mean, you know, I guess you probably could, but then you would leave me no choice but to go on to question what you consider a good-looking game. And that's about it so far. We've had a lot of character information revealed, we've seen a lot of gameplay, we have info on the voice cast, multiplayer functionality, the closed beta. Things that I'm curious of that have yet to actually be elaborated on are whether or not there's going to be dungeons in game to run with other players, if there's crafting, and how the gearing system is going to work. Since this is an RPG, you can bet there's going to be a gearing system in place. Yet not once thus far have we seen anything, have we obtained any information pertaining to gearing in the least, which is a little alarming for me. The game is going to be fully cross-platform compatible between consoles, PC, and mobile devices, meaning that the player base is no doubt going to be very large. And with how well the Honkai Impact game turned out when they ported it to PC recently, I honestly have pretty high hopes for Genshin Impact. But that's just my opinion, my impressions of Genshin Impact's latest information. What do you guys think though? Let me know down in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make